I can't believe I'm here. It's been a year since I've posted on this podcast, and I only posted 4 times last year. So I don't know if it counts to say that I've had this podcast now for 4 years. Don't know if the last 2 count. The reason I haven't posted in a year is because I have been nose to the ground, working my butt off, not specifically on one thing, but the main one that has stolen me away from everything for the past 5 months is real estate wholesaling. It is the most insane stream of income I have ever tried. It completely took everything I knew from my brain. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's craziest thing I've ever tried. It will kick your behind. If you think you know anything about business, it will kick your butt. But with saying that, it is mostly sales and marketing. And I am very passionate about sales and marketing. I have a lot of experience in sales and marketing, but not like this, because the difference with other normal sales and marketing is the people you're selling to don't want to take your head off. They don't hate you completely. Maybe sometimes when it's a cold call, but it's a difference whenever you're trying to add value to them and it's a cold call versus when you're trying to get them to sell you their most prized possession, probably the most expensive asset they will ever own in their entire life that holds so much meaning to them and their families. Even though the ones that do end up selling to you are very thankful and you are providing a lot of value to them because you are solving a problem that could have completely ruined their lives. So when you close on the contract, the house that they're selling to you for, it's actually an amazing experience for the home seller. It is solving a huge problem. But everyone else that is not a warm lead, that is not really interested, you're like the devil and you're here to ruin their day and steal their equity. That's what they're thinking. I've tried Turo. I tried driving Uber. I tried UGC, which is user-generated content creation. That is a stream of income that I did for several months, and I was seeing a lot of traction from it. It was a very good ROI because, of course, the product is you're really spending time to film and you don't need much equipment. You just kind of need to be creative and come up with the different shots. But essentially, the hardest part of that is client acquisition. But that's not hard if you know sales and marketing. I took pre-workout before filming this because I wasn't sure how it was going to come out. I'm really not much of a talker. Whenever people ask me if I have a podcast because I like talking, I say no, I don't enjoy talking whatsoever. I'm just documenting my journey to financial freedom, and we are 10 years in and still going strong, and I've learned so much, and I'm just excited to share. I'm not saying that I am going to be Warren Buffett one day, but I would not mind. What am I saying? But it's not helping me think. It's not helping me think straight. Every time I take pre-workout, I sit in my car for at least 20 minutes talking to people, and I text everyone back, and I answer all my emails, and it's great. But now, I'm not really thinking in a straight line. So let me take a second to organize my thoughts. Let's talk about Turo next. If you've ever considered renting out your car, if you ever thought, hey, I have this asset sitting there, I'm not driving my car, or if you're like, hey, I never drive because I worked from home, so my car would just sit there. I was like, let's put this baby to work. So I listed it on Turo, took some really nice pictures. I drive a brand new 2022 Tesla Model 3. I listed it for what the recommended listing was, around $60 a day. And you can choose however much money they take depending on the level of insurance that you pick from them to cover. So I think they took like 20% of the profit from me and fees. I set the limit to only book it for a minimum of 2 nights at a time, because just one night would be $60, which would come out to like $40. But then I would spend an hour before cleaning it, taking photos, because you're supposed to submit minimum 40 photos of the car before and after the trip. and then you would have to clean it and sanitize it again after the trip. In total, I was spending 3 hours every time it got booked, and $40 was $40. That's less than $20 an hour for one night for my car to be rented out, and that is simply not worth my time. I don't know if people think about their time this way, but I feel like you should. You take how much you're earning and you divide it by the amount of hours that you're working, and then that's how much your time is worth at the time. And it always changes. I think I was at $30 an hour at this point, because UGC would pay me around $30 to $40 an hour, and then eventually it went up to $50 an hour. So that's just not what I was willing to accept. If you are, then that's great, but there's other things that I was working on during the day that would generate more. So I was like, no, not doing one night. We're doing minimum 2 nights, because then that would be $120 divided by the same amount of time to clean, take pictures before and after, divided by 3.5. That's more like $40 an hour, I think. I don't know. And then the first booking that I got, I actually vlogged this. It was on my birthday weekend, and I rented my car out for my birthday weekend. I took off to Houston to celebrate, and I vlogged the whole thing. So if you want to watch the vlog of my first Turo rental and my birthday weekend, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can search Desanti Cardin on YouTube. It's not out yet. I'm actually like 2 years behind on editing. I just released a vlog from 2 years ago exactly. It's of the EDM festival. I'm not going to say the name because it sounds bad, but it's camping at an EDM festival, and it's a vlog that I edited months ago, and I haven't even rewatched it. I'm just posting it because I spend so much time editing vlogs. There's no ROI on my vlogs yet. I used to time affiliate marketing in with the vlogs, but honestly would get barely any sales. So I actually, with affiliate marketing, I did make a lot, not a lot, but I got a pretty good check from the earplugs brand that I was working with. I got like a $5,000 check from them that made it worth it, but they were so late to pay me. I felt like they were giving me the runaround. I had to, at one point I was emailing them every day like, hey, when are you going to send me the money? Hey, when are you going to deposit? So it was a pain in the butt to work with that brand, and a lot of brands are like that. I've heard that they are always late. It's good to create your own digital product, or create your own product, or your own merch or something. I have a merch store now, but I haven't updated it, and I have my Amazon store affiliate link, and that's how I monetize my vlogs. But I've only gotten one sale, so it's not even worth it. But maybe later when my views rack up, then I'll get sales. Anyways, the discovery I've made this year, and it's the same discovery that I had last year when my other business failed, is why do I want to make a lot of money? Like, who gave me this idea? And it all stems from you're gonna hate that I'm saying this right now, it all stems from the trauma that I had as a child of always being in survival mode and having to make ends meet for myself, that I had to figure out ways to make money aside from having a job in high school. I always had multiple streams of income, and it's just from having to make ends meet, needing to afford school supplies. So there's a part of my brain that thinks you need to make as much money as possible, because you're gonna run out, because you're not gonna be able to support yourself months later, because it's not be here. It's not real. It's not yours. Knowing that this year really drives me to work an insane amount. But now I'm realizing, what is it all for, and what is my true passion? And as a creative, I'm realizing that I really enjoy editing my vlogs and filming my vlogs. And I don't know if it's because I enjoy documenting things, or because I enjoy the creative aspect of storytelling and putting together the video clips and the comedic timing of the jokes that may not be funny to other people but are funny to me, and making people laugh and entertaining people. So it might not even be being an entrepreneur in the first place, but I am a self-starter. I always get leadership positions anywhere I work. I actually just got a new job that I am so excited about. It's a digital marketing, and I'm so ready to give my all to this company because they have been so nice and they are so supportive and they have all of their processes so organized. They are not a startup. They've been around for over 20 years. They're very established and they have a really good track record and they can prove all of their clients' success stories, and they already have so many clients. I had to sit down with myself and say, why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Who put that in your head when you were 14 years old that you had to go off and do this big thing? And I love dreaming big, and maybe later on I will do something because I do enjoy investing too. And I do see myself investing in different things in the future, but I'm so stoked to grow with a company that shows that they care about their employees and doesn't want to take advantage of my time and burn me out. And I get to make my own schedule and I get to work remote, and it's in the industry that I love, which is digital marketing and media. I'm stoked. Well, here's the future of this podcast. I want to have other people on because I think it's fun to have conversations with other people. I don't know how long I can carry a conversation with myself, by myself, but if there's any topic that you want me to touch on, I can definitely create a solo podcast on that too. It just takes so much time to script something out, so I don't know how long this is gonna go for me, so I'd rather just give you little nuggets throughout a conversation with a guest or something. I'm sure there will be so many good topics with my friends that are doing creative stuff, that are entrepreneurs, that are really going after it, and that will be cool. I want to talk more about real estate too. I have a vlog coming up on how I got my first deal, how long it took me, exactly the strategies that I used. Real estate was crazy. I was door knocking, me out there door knocking. I would have never imagined I would have door knocked in my life, but it is the OG marketing. So it's cold calling. It's the OG marketing strategy. So if you call yourself a marketer and you've never door knocked or cold called, are you really a marketer or sales? Because it really puts you through the ringer. It really tests your sales skills. And I ended up really liking it because talking one-on-one with people and getting to know people's stories and struggles and seeing how I can help is something that I enjoy.